After all the alleged glitch that we saw on some of the financial pages or some of the data platforms when it comes to the AMC stock price, I mean, there is no doubt in anybody holding AMC stock right now, whether you bought at 60, whether you bought at 5, there is no doubt that this is a stock that has the potential to bring unprecedented gains as never seen before in the retail space in the markets. It doesn't matter whether you're in the US, Canada, Hong Kong, Singapore, France, Germany, Netherlands, Nigeria, whatever. Well, because we know, first of all, this is not even the real price. I mean, when you do the math, things are not just adding up. We are not dumb. We may be dumb money, but we are not dumb at all. That's the opposite. So there is a big change coming into the markets. There is a big shift, especially after 2020. And some of you may have seen 10K, 100K, 500K, and some of you may think, well, is that really possible to achieve? And in this video, I want to address something. Is the squeeze really guaranteed? And you're going to see after we go through what I'm going to share with you that it's not even a question to ask at this point. The real question to ask is, what should be the price I am willing, personally, me as an ape, me as a holder, as an investor, I'm willing to sell not all of my shares, but majority of my shares to secure some gains in order to remain invested in the case it even goes up or goes down, because I'm going to make sure I made some hard freaking money. All right. So first of all, let me share this with you. I'm going to start with a chart. So is the squeeze even guaranteed? So that, I mean, as I mentioned, that's not even a question, because when you look on the chart, we are on an uptrend. And even though we pulled from the 52 and now sitting around 47, some of you may think, well, this is not looking good and I'm freaking out a little bit. Well, I'm not really freaking out, but I'm not expecting it to kind of reverse so quick or anytime really soon in the near future. But let me show you something real quick. Since we've been coming on the under $30 a share, anytime AMC pulls back, so this is the first pulls back as of between August 9 and August 11, pulled back almost 6.6%. Now look how big the gain was right after, 12%. Okay, pulled back again, 7.4%, and then boom, went all the way up to 28.6%. Pulled back almost 9%, went all the way up 17%. Pulled back again 7.3%, went all the way up to 9.4%. Consolidated a little bit, and then boom, went all the way up to 8%. So you see that any time since the last 6 months, we've been pulling back anytime the recovery was harder, higher, stronger, with bigger gains than the last previous pullback. So it sustained the strong and solid trend and uptrend that the stock is. But when it comes to looking at this whole thing from a different perspective, let's put ourselves into the short seller shoes. Uncomfortable, man. You'll see exactly what I said. The whole guarantee thing is not even a question at this point, because Peter Han, he's an investment portfolio, he was an analyst, he's a real strong apes advocate, and he said, I understand why the hedges do this, but it's so stupid because they are doomed. They are doomed and set up for failure. They created too many synthetics when the price was between $8 and $10, when they had the ability to cover at 5 or even at 8, but they let the greed, they let the corruption, they let the manipulation, they let, some sort of shenanigans, let them and prevent them from actually do the right thing, because it was going to be like, this is it. But they fail on a new kind of breed in the market, the apes. It doesn't matter if 1 million shareholders fold here at 47. It really doesn't. Why? Because there is still a core 3 million retailers who are long at $12 a share or lower. And I'm part of these guys. I bought around six. I think my average cost is around six. So it doesn't matter if even here 1 million shareholders are going out. Now, what is the likelihood? How realistic do you think 1 million shareholders are going to sell here at 47 when we already saw 77? It doesn't make any sense, right? Because we know what is at play here. We know how huge and how far this can run up. So just to say, if you were asking yourself if the squeeze is really guaranteed, well, you have your answer. It is. Why? Because they had the opportunity to end this in January and they did not. And because they did not, every single day, even the share price is not really moving as quick and big as we want it to run. It doesn't matter because they're still digging a bigger hole because they have to pay interest on all the positions they have to sustain because of the borrowed shares, but also because of the whole synthetics. And I mentioned this analogy. It doesn't matter. I buy something online, I buy something from you, it doesn't matter how long the delivery process is taking for me to get my car, my good, my service. I'm going to get it because if I don't, that's illegal. And you're pretty sure that the other person who sold me this item is going to go in serious trouble. So just to say, it doesn't matter how many synthetics are out there or naked shorts are out there, or it doesn't matter how long they want to drag it, it's a done deal. It's not even the real price. So you already know.